Hey everyone, I'm Josh with J&T's Journey, and today we're going to have a look at another episode of AVan Tips and Tricks. Hey everyone, Josh here with J&T's Journey, and today on AVan Tips and Tricks, I'm going to have a little bit of a chat to you about extra water storage. Now, we absolutely love our little AVan. We can get it in and out of places that bigger vans can't go. It's nice and light and easy to tow. It's good on fuel. But as standard, the AVans don't come with a very big water tank. Now, we have the AVan Cruiseliner Adventure Pack, not the Adventure Plus. And what that means is that as standard, it only comes with a 62-litre water tank, which, let's be honest, if you're going to go out for a longer trip, especially with family and kids, and we do travel quite a bit with kids, is just not enough. When we're out travelling, we do have a shower tent that we put behind the honeypot, our AVan Cruiseliner, and we do try and have showers daily. Now, what that does mean is that on days that we have showers, we use between 10 and 15 litres of water per person per day. So if T and I are both out on a 62-litre tank, what that means is that we're basically out of water after 2 days if we're having showers every day. How do we solve that problem in the honeypot? Part of the solution to this problem actually comes from a mod that I've seen a few other AVans do, and one of our friends showed me this mod on his AVan when we were waiting on delivery of ours. What we've got here is 2 jerry cans mounted on the back of the honeypot. Now, these are 20-litre jerry cans, and I do want to say we don't travel with these full. This is just to give us the ability to cart water from the tap to the camper once the camper is set up. The reason we have these mounted on the back here is because jerry cans are a real pain to carry in the front boot or in the boot of the car, etc. This gives us a nice, neat, comfortable, easy position to put these jerry cans for when we're traveling. And I do want to stress, we do not travel with these cans full, because if we did, it would definitely upset the balance of the camper. So let's whip one of these cans out and I'll show you how they're mounted to the back bumper.
Please don't forget to
like, subscribe, and share this video.
don't forget to turn on all notifications.
So you don't miss out on any other videos.
So the cans come out pretty quick, pretty easily. We've just got a little rubber strap, and all it is just a normal jerry can holder and a couple of, I think these ones are 125mm by 100mm square clamps that clamp onto the rear bar. Now the rear bar tube here on these campers is 100mm by 100mm, so 100 by 25 clamp works just nicely. And these clamps are just these brackets, these holders, are just a commonly available holder that you can get from Bunnings or BCF or any one of a number of different places. I did pick these ones up secondhand off Marketplace, and I have seen some use, but they're still in pretty good condition. I was a little bit worried initially that with these clamps having this small amount of surface here to hold it on wouldn't be enough and that they'd move around, but they're pretty solid. Like that's moving the camper when I reef on that, and they're definitely staying where they are. Now I did need to make a couple of little flat brackets, as you can see under here, to go across the bottom because these brackets didn't come standard with it. The material I used here was probably a little bit narrow, but it's what I had in the shed. If you can drill a hole in a piece of metal, you can make one of these. So that's all good and well. You've got your jerry cans on the back of the camper. You've pulled them out. You've thrown them in the back of your car. You've gone to the tap. You've got back. How do you fill them up? Well, let me show you what I use to fill from the jerry cans into the camper, and I'll give you a hint. It's not using the jerry cans directly. We have a neat little other device that we use for that. This is what we're using now to transfer the water from the jerry cans into our camper. Now you can gravity feed the jerry cans if the jerry cans have got a spout, and certainly we have done that in the past, but this is by far the easiest solution that we've found, or perhaps the best solution that we've found. It's a Sanhema 24-litre water tank. It has a built-in pump battery that you can charge, and it's got a massive filling spout in the top that makes it really easy to fill up from the jerry cans. You just open that up, pour the jerry cans in, and then all you have to do is connect a hose onto the outlet with a little adapter, push the button, and I'll show you a demo of how that works. So that's full of water, and I've got the hose hooked up, and it's topping up the water in the camper. The reason I'm using this and not those is because those are a pain to get into that, especially when we don't have our bladder set up here. So what I can do is, and I've just been lazy, I haven't taken it out of the back of Ruby, but because this has got such a large filling port on the top of it, when I need to put more water in, I can just unscrew one of those and tip that straight into the top of that, which is a nice wide opening, which makes it easy to pour, and then push the button and then have it fill the tank. Now, if you don't want to lash out on that accessory, you can get a spout that you can put on the end of these jerry cans and fill them up, just like a normal jerry can would, and dump it into the tank on the side of the camper. We also have a water bladder that we sometimes deploy under the camper. You can fill that up from the jerry cans, and then we have a transfer pump that's automatically triggered. But the key takeaway here is never underestimate the amount of water that you're going to need on a trip, because however much you think you'll need, you will almost definitely need more. So I hope you've enjoyed that short video there. That's just covering one of the many modifications that we have done to the honeypot, in particular looking at how we get water, additional water, into our tanks when we're away for extended stays. Please, if you'd like, subscribe and share our videos. It really does help us out. Costs you guys absolutely nothing, but it is a big support to us. If you're enjoying our content, it'll also make sure that you get notified of any updates in the future. I'm Josh with J&T's Journey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.